video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make Green Arrow from the show Arrow. So to start off, this is a complicated statue, but it will look cool in the end. So, in that case, let me just show you the items list I was about to say. Let's get started. What you need to make this statue, you will need black wool, gray wool, green concrete, white wool, brown wool, light gray wool, brown concrete, white terracotta, strip jungle wood, light blue, and these two colors are optional, but they are not required. So, on that little note, let's get started. So, to start off with this statue, what you want to do is you want to go over by 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what you want to do is you want to go behind your statue and go back by 2. So 1, 2. Then you want to do another row of 4 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to come over to your further outmost one. And what I'm actually going to do is we're just going to complete the foot outline. I'm not going to physically start on it yet because it's better to have the whole statue made out. So what you want to do is you want to come back by 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come over to your other side and go back by 1, 2, 3. Then what you want to do is you want to go over until that hits. Okay. I see what I did here. You actually want to go back by 4. So then you want to do that. And then it should connect, leaving 2 blocks exposed like that. And that's your foot structure. Then what you want to do is you want to come back to the front of your statue. And you want to do, for the very first row, you're going to do 1 black, 2 gray, 1 black. Then come to the backmost one and do the same thing. So 1 black, 2 gray, 1 black. For the next row, do 1 gray and 3 black. For the next row, you can see what I'm doing. You want to do 3 black, 1 gray. Then for the next row, you want to do the 2 feet are actually kind of different. But yeah. Okay, dude, you can figure this out. I know it's a blurry photo, but you figured it out before. I freaking hate this phone sometimes. Okay, I'm actually gonna move back here because I kind of know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know how I figured this one out before, or maybe I do. That's how I figured it out. Why do they look completely opposite now? Okay, what you then want to do is for the next row, you want to do 1 gray, 3 black. Then come over here again and do the same exact thing. So, yeah. But the reverse. For the next row, you want to do 1 gray, 2 black, 1 gray. Then do the same thing here. And 1 gray, 2 black, 1 gray. For the next row, you want to do 1 solid row of just green concrete. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to do 1 black, 2 green, 1 black. Then for the other side, it's a little bit different. You just want to do a solid row of green concrete. For the next row, you want to do a solid row of green concrete, then 1 black, 2 green, one black. For the next row, you want to do a full solid row of green concrete. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to do a solid row of black, and then a solid row of green. Then for the next row, you want to do just another solid row of green concrete. Then for the next row, this is where it starts getting 3D. And I'm not going to finish off the rest of the lake for now. But you'll see what I mean. So what you want to do is you want to go and do a diagonal behind. I accidentally break the block there. And you just want to do a solid row. Once you do that diagonal of brown, you just want to finish that off with your brown concrete. And it just backed out of the photo. Then for the next row, you want to do another diagonal. So do a up, bottom, left diagonal, or however you want to say it. Then you want to do 2 brown wool and 1 brown concrete. Then you can come over here and you want to do 1 black, 3 green, then just do a solid row of brown, of black. You guys can see what I do. I mess up all the time. Then what you want to do is you want to do 1 black, 2 black, 2 brown, 4 black. For the next row, you want to do a solid row, 4 green, and 4 black. For the next row, you want to do 1 black, 2 green, 1 light gray, 1 dark gray, 2 green, 1 black. For the next row, you want to do... Wait a second here. Oh, okay. 1 black, 2 green, 1 gray, 1 light gray, 2 green, and 1 brown concrete. For the next row, you want to do... Love the fact that my cursor is right in the middle where I'm supposed to be. 2 black, 1 green, 1 light gray, 1 gray, then 1 green, 1 brown, 1 brown concrete. For the next row, you want to do 1 green, 2 black. No, that is right. 2 gray, 1 gray, 1 light gray, then 2 brown, 1 green. For the next row, you want to do 2 green, 2 brown. Well, like I said, you guys can see. And then 2 brown, 2 green. For the next row, you want to do 3 green, 2 brown, 3 green. Actually, no. Break that and replace it with your brown concrete. For the next row, you want to do 2 green, 1 brown, 1 brown concrete, then 4 green. I come to think of it, you want to actually do that, but do it a gray wool. For the next row, you're going to do 1 green, 2 brown, 1 light gray, or no, wait, 1 gray, 1 light gray, 3 green. For the next row, you want to do 2 brown concrete, just be patient with me here, 1 green, 2 white terracotta, 1 green, well, 3 green. For the next row, you want to do 2 brown, yeah, it is 2. 4 white terracotta, 2 black. And what did I mess up on now? That all looks right. The fact that the pictures you can't even see the thing are actually clearer than the ones that you can't. Okay. So come back down to the 3 brown right here and break out those 2 and replace it with your black wool. And once you have that, this is what the front wants to look like. Then come back down to that little gap that's left in the leg and fill this in with 3 gray, 1 black, 1 green, 1 black, well, 2 black, 1 green, and just do the rest of the leg all green. Once you have that, it should look like this, as of now. Okay, now we have to move on over to the sides. So come over to your left side. What you want to do is you want to go... Did it actually go back by 3? That is back by 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Actually, here, let me recheck something here. I go back by 3. I think I did go back by 3. But this is actually supposed to be... Oh, that's right. Okay. So once you revise it and you shrink it back down to each leg is 3, you want to do 2 gray, 1 black, then do 1 black, 2 gray, and for another row, I'll actually do the same thing for the next, let's say, 1 row. So it's 1 black, 2 gray. For the next row, you want to do 3 green. And my phone just chose to shut off. Then for the next row, you want to do a solid row of just green. And for the next 2 rows, just do 2 solid rows of green concrete. For the next row, do a solid row of black. Then do 2 green, 1 black. For the next row, do 2 black, 1 green. Then for the next row, do 2 black. And for the next row, do 1 brown. Yeah, and then this is literally where it sort of starts shrinking. But you'll see what I do at the end. So for the next row, you want to just do the rest of it all green, going all the way up to the top. Ending up with something that looks like that. Then, what you want to do is you got the 4 black square here, and you can see. You want to come back down to it, and you want to place 2 brown concrete going off of it, making a 3rd row. Then do 1 brown. Then, after that, just bring it all the way up to the top with your green. Ending up with something that should look like this. And then what you want to do is you want to come over to the other side. And you're almost doing the same thing, but not really. You'll see what I mean. What you want to do is you want to place 2 gray, 1 black. Then for the next 2 rows, do 2 gray, 1 black. Like I said, that is for the next 2. For the next row, you want to do a solid row of green. For the next 2, actually for a lot. Okay. Oh, now I see where it is. So for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. 5. Yeah, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in reality, you want to just 6 rows of solid green. For the next row, oh, I was right. You want to do, so place an extra row of green. What you want to do is you want to do 1 black, 2 green, and do this for the next, how many rows is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on top of that, just stack it up 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's that. And then just finish the rest off with just your green concrete. I don't know. I think I did take a picture of the back. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it is just supposed to be green up the rest of the way. But then this one wants to be 2 brown concrete. Then just fill in the rest of it with your green. Then, what you want to do is you want to come to the back. And you want to do 1 solid row of black wool. Then do 2 gray, 1 black. Then for the next row, do 2 black, 2 gray, 1 black. Actually, now I have to find a picture that shows me the other. There we go. And then the other side is basically identically the same. So 3 black, 1 gray, 1 black, 2 gray. Then the next row is the same. And for this right here, you just want to do solid row of black. And I'll do the rest of it later. But if you want to finish it off since you're already there, just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is 4. No, it's 5. Because it stops right under here. Then come back to your right side and do 2 gray, 2 green, 1 black. For the next row, you want to do 1 green, 2 black. For the next row, do 2 green, 1 black. And then stack that same row on top by another 2. For the next row, coming over to the left leg now, you want to do 1 black, 2 green. For the next row, do 2 black, 1 green. And then for the next, how many rows was that? 2 rows, do 1 black, 2 green. So, the next 2. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to do... Oh, so there is a solid row green. Just do a solid row of black. And on top of that, just do another solid row of just green. And then you want to come back over to the side once you have that. And stack that up with green. And then do 1 black, 2 green. For the next row, this is so confusing because there's so many diagonal points. So what I'm going to do, or we're going to do, is you want to place 2 brown and 1 brown concrete. Then for the next row, I'm missing a picture again. So, or maybe I'm not. No, I am. I'm going to go back and take that picture, and then I will be directly back. Oh, whoops. Nice way to start off the new clip. But, I did look at the other statue and I took a picture. And I will show you guys what you need to do. That's what you need to do. For this other leg, it is still 1 block ahead of the other for a while. And then the other one catches back up. But what you want to do is for the next row, you want to do 1 brown and then 2 brown concrete. Then you want to come out by... How in the world do you go out an extra 1 if you can't even see it on the side? Oh, you do. I just completely forgot to add that. So it does go up by 4. Never mind. My fault. What you want to do is you want to move back 1 with your black wool. Like that. Then place 1 black. And then 2 brown. And then let's just catch this side up. So what you want to do is you want to place another solid row of 2 green, 1 brown. I mean black. Then for the next row, you want to do 2 black, 1 brown wool. For the next row, you want to do, for the next 2, on just this leg, you want to do 3 black, and like I said, for the next 2. Then, you want to come over to your other side. Now I'm going to start saying it like they're connected. You want to do 3 green, 1 black. For the next row, do 6 green, 1 black. And do this for 1 more row on top of that. So, 6 green, 1 black. For the next row, you want to do 1 green, 3 black, 2 green, 1 black. For the next row, you want to do 1 black, okay, 4 black, 1 green, 1 black. For the next row, you want to do 4 black, okay, 7 black. Okay, where's the other picture? That actually shows the rest of it better. There we are. Okay. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to do 1 brown. Then the rest is black. I'm gonna go back and take another picture that's actually gonna show me better. Probably should have taken a better. Okay. So continuing on. For the next row, you want to do 1 green and 1 brown. This is actually supposed to all be brown wool. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. This right here is actually supposed to be a green wool. Just realizing that. For the next row, you want to do 5 black actually. Then come back over, do 2 green, 1 brown, 4 black. For the next row, do 3 green, 1 brown, 3 black. For the next row, do 4 green, 1 brown concrete, 2 black. Then for the next row, do 6 green, 1 brown, 1 black. And on that little note, once you have that, this is what it should look like. Now, right now it looks weird, but it will look better in the end, because now is for the official part that makes the statue look cool. So, what you want to do is you want to come over to the right side, find the first brown concrete going up in a little tiny spiral or a diagonal, and you want to do coming out of it by 4 green concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what you want to do is go on top of this by, it looks like 3, but our arm is supposed to be 4 blocks wide. No, it is 3. It's just his hood. Or no, wait, he's wearing a watch. Yeah, it's his watch. Oh no, I did a part of his hood on top of his shoulder. Okay, what you want to do is go up on top of this by 2, about 3 with your green. So 1, 2, 3. Then fill that tiny little square in, and on top of it, place a row of brown wool. Black wool. Then, what you want to do is you want to come out. I'm going to switch over to the front one to figure out how far in front of the statue you want it. It actually goes pretty close. To make this thing easier, what I'm going to do is take out all of your brown pieces you have right now on the front, expand them out by just 1, giving it that little 3D effect. So something that looks like that. Then, what you want to do is on the back, this will make it look a whole lot better. On the back, what you want to do is you want to take each one of the outermost ones and bring them out by 1. So you'll see what I mean. But the catch is you kind of need the arm to finish off the back. Okay. Let me just do this. There we go. For the time being, that's what it looks like. The rest of it is on the other part of the body. But It is 8 blocks long. Or 12 blocks. I just have to figure out... Okay, I actually kind of know. So this black right here is supposed to expand out until it reaches the end of this. And then the green is supposed to come out, but it's supposed to go one row further. Maybe it's 2 actually. One row further. No, it is 2. Then the black. So do that. I'm just gonna fill the rest of this in. There we go. That's all green. Then what you want to do oh, now I see what it is. Never mind. What you want to do is you want to do 1 green, 1 white, 1 light gray. Then do... It's 4 black, right? Is there 4 or 2? I'm gonna say it's 4. Oh. And then you want to do 1 dark gray. And then go out by 1, 2, 3, 4 with your black wool. Then what you want to do is you want to take this green, go out of it by 1. Then do the same with the white and the gray. Having something that looks like that. Then you basically want to go and do a diagonal and just placing those. Leaving you with something that looks like that. Then just fill in the bottoms of it with those corresponding colors. So, yeah. And then this being gray. There we go. Being green. It's so hard with this statue because I did such a detailed statue. It's ridiculous to try and match it. You guys will know the struggle. I want to say it's supposed to be his watch, but what's weird is it does not wrap around his whole arm. As it does. No, it isn't. It just stops. But okay. Then like I said, just start filling in the rest of it with those colors. We will come back and add the bow in later. So, yeah. Basically, I'm gonna add in the bow once I build out the face. So, once you have that, you should have one arm just sticking out. Like that. Okay. Now, you want to come over to the other side. What was the fun? And, start at the same spot you did. So, this little tiny green poking out. And you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Green. Then go up by another 3. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And then just do a solid row of black wool. For some reason, I left this blank on my other statue. Just fill that in with green. And then what you want to do is you want to come out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your green. Just finish that off. So, there's that. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Make it a whole lot easier. Then I will come and fill it at the end, but I will cut it out just so you guys do not have to watch me filling this whole thing in. Come to think of it, you want to go out by another row. So, like that. Yeah, that's better. Then what you want to do is you want to go... How far out does this thing come out from the statue? Okay. Yeah, like that. So I actually come out by another 3. Yeah, these pictures I took are not very well at describing this thing. Then what you want to do is you want to place going out by 1 in the 2 middle. Then bring it over by, say, about 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you want to do 3 black walls. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Then you just want to make this thing 3D. So you want to go out by okay. You got to go behind it by 3. So 1, 2, 3. Like that. That's why it looks like that. That'd make a whole lot more sense. See, I'm even confused by my own statue. Like I said, this one is kind of hard to explain. Then... that... over... do the 3... 3... then finish it off with green. And I'm gonna tell you this for the arm. What you want to do is this green right here, you want to break it and just bring this gray wool all the way over to the end. And I will be back once I fill in this arm. I'll show you guys what the rest of it is supposed to look like. So, once you have fully finished filling in the arm, pause if you have not done so already. You want to come up to the top of your place. Did I actually do that out by 2 or 1? I think I only did it out by 1. You want to go out and grab out your white terracotta, and you want to place down 8 white terracotta. Then go out by 1. Not 2. 1. Yeah, I did only go out by 1, surprisingly. And you do 2 white terracotta, 4 jungle wood, 2 white terracotta. For the next row, do 2 white terracotta, 1 jungle wood, 2 white terracotta, 1 jungle wood, 2 white terracotta. For the next row, do 2 white terracotta, 4 jungle wood, and 2 white terracotta. For the next row, the thing just turned off. You're going to do 3 terracotta, 2 strip jungle wood, and 2 terracotta. For the next row, do 3 green concrete, 2 white terracotta, 3 green concrete. For the next row, do 1 green concrete. What you want to do is get rid of your brown wool and replace it with your light blue. Then do 1 white wool, 1 light blue, 2 green, 1 light blue, 1 white wool, 1 green. For the next, well, 1 row. So I want to do a solid row of green concrete. And that is what your head should look like. Now you may be saying it is missing some things. But I'll see why. What you then want to do is you want to come to the bottom here. And you noticed how we left down these? You want to bring off of this and go out by 1, 2. Maybe I didn't make the face come out by 2. Yeah, it did. Sorry about that. You guys could expand the face up by 1. So, I'm gonna do that. What else? Got it. This thing looks derpy until you actually put on the hood. Once you put on the hood, you automatically know who this guy is. And bring this out by 1 more. Then what you want to do is come towards the back. And you want to just do 2 solid rows of just brown wool. Black wool. Then you want to do another row like this. Am I in the photo or am I actually on the phone? Then just do a solid row of green concrete. And what you want to do is you want to bring this until you reach the top of the head. So, that. Then, come back down to this black wool. And you want to bring this out just by an extra 1. Okay? And then, from the face, you're going to go up 1 more row, exactly like that. You're going to place down a black wool. Then you're going to come over to the head, wrap it all the way around until you reach the other side. And basically, you just want to do the same exact thing you just did, but do it on the other side. So, you can watch what I am doing. Okay. Sorry for the dead silence. It's hard to explain. So, I'm trying my best, but just bear with me here. Then like that. Okay. Then, what you want to do is you want to come in by 2, and then go up 1 and 2 rows. Like that. And then this should come back by 1. Leaving something that looks like this. To give it that little tiny 3D effect. Then behind here is just black, and then the row after that... Or no, wait. This is green, then the row after that is just black wool. To finish it off. Then just come back over to the other side and do the same thing. So, Okay. Let's move on to the back side of the head. There we go. You can see better. So... And that's actually kind of funny. How was I supposed to realize that? That's supposed to come out by 2. And this time we actually can finish the quiver. Or the thing, as you call it, that they use for the bows. So for the next row, what you want to do is you're coming off the back again. And you want to do just a solid row of green concrete. And then do... I want to say it's... The photo came out so dark, it's so hard to tell. If I'm not mistaken... Should be coming out by a diagonal and like that. And down here, you just want to do a diagonal. And then you expand the bag out like this. Yeah, that is right. Okay. Then basically I add in an illusion where it's a little tiny arrow sticking out. And I probably could do that. Like he has an extra arrow. But for the time being, I'm not going to do that because I want to save time on this video. So, on that little note, this all wants to just be expanded out by just 1. So, it should look like that. Sorry about that. So, that's broken. And this wants to come out by 1. Where's that? And then once you have that, basically the rest of it is all just green. So, fill in the rest of it with just your green. I know once I start doing more of these videos, like these intricate statues, I will know how to explain it a whole lot better. But with it being my first ever detailed, like, customized statue, it's not easy. So once you've completed the back and it looks like this, you want to come up to the top and you want to go into a diagonal and basically finish off the top with your green. And once you're done, it should look a little something like this. But if you stick around, I'm going to show you how to do the bow. I may not be able to explain it very, very easily, but you'll kind of understand it. So for the bow, basically get rid of every single color. And all you want to grab back out your gray wool, your light gray wool, lime concrete, green concrete, and black concrete. So then what you want to do is, to make this easier, I'm going to start off with the physical arrow. And what you want to do with the arrow is right behind here, you want to place a lime green. Then go out by 1, 2, 3 with your lime green. Then come back to the back, put it on top, and go out by 1, 2, 3 on top of that. And come out until it is sticking off of the hand by 3. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that is 9. Then what you want to do is you want to place 2 green concrete at the end. And then do that, creating something that should look like this. Then on the top of the back, you want to place 1, 2, 3 green concrete and 1 green. Making something that should look like that. And that is the physical arrow. Now, it's time to make the bow. And now I actually get why that is there. It's not the watch, it's part of the bow. I completely spaced that off. But, on that little tiny note, what you want to do is you want to come back over to your arm. And this block right here is where your bow starts. So then bring that out by an extra 1, leaving something that should look like this. I accidentally forgot to fill something in. Whoops. I did not realize that. Okay. Leaving a tiny little stick coming out of your arrow statue. That should look like this. Is the arm too fat or what? The physical bow is 2 blocks wide. I wonder if I did make it too fat. Sorry about this, guys. Let me just check something here. It's really hard to see it. Oh! Okay. I see what I did. Break this little tiny stick here that we created. And what you want to do is break these 2 rows right here. And leave that blank. Then what you want to do is you want to come behind. And the stick is actually placed in his hand. So, I'll show you. That's what it should look like. Like he's actually holding the thing in his hand. So, yeah. Once you have that, and it looks a little bit like this, and that should be broken. I did not realize I even did that. And then he has a brown wool coming down like that. Like he's actually holding the thing in his hand. I'm surprised I would even put in that much detail. Then what you want to do is you want to come back to your tiny little stick and do a bottom left diagonal. So basically going behind it like that. Then do another bottom left diagonal and go under it by 1. Come back to the top here and do 3 diagonals until you connect back up to the top. Why does that look like a slab? Oh no, it actually connects at the bottom. Oh. Okay. So, do 4 diagonals, basically until you reach... So... Oh, there is actually a... Missing one color. Like that. The thing actually fully wraps around. Then what you want to come and do is you want to come back up to your top and do another top left diagonal. So, yep, some of that looks like that. Then do 1 and a 2 and a 3. Why would I do that? Why does it make... Yeah. That's what it's actually supposed to look like once you're done. And if you chose to stick around and do the bow, this is what your Green Arrow statue should look like once it is 100% fully complete. I'm not going to show you how to put the arrow in the quiver because it looks weird whenever you do. But once you have that, your statue is fully complete. And thank you guys for joining. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Goodbye.